ever catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and then you think, oh my God, my body looks huge? Or do you lift your t-shirt up to check how your body looks like after every single meal? It's like 1 second you're completely fine and the next second you just keep judging your body and you're like, I look bloated, I don't like the way I look, I don't like this outfit, and so on. And what is crazy is that people can be complimenting you every single day. They could be complimenting your outfit, but you still feel like you're not making progress and you're not good enough and your body's not good enough. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called body dysmorphia. And I had struggled with it for so long. And now I'm at a point where I have finally recovered from body dysmorphia and the way I seen my body. Like, no matter how much weight I lost, I still felt like I wasn't good enough. So there's a big disconnection between what you look like and what you think you look like. And it's all in your brain, and that is literally what body dysmorphia is, because you can be looking in a certain way. Like, even now when I look back on my pictures when I was really lean, and I'm like, back then I didn't think I was lean enough, and I was like, girl, you were literally 49 kilos. There was no way you could have lost even more weight than that. So that literally there is body dysmorphia, and today we're going to be talking about it. So hello and welcome back to the Confessions About My Body podcast. I am your host, Jessie Gwen Fit. If you don't know who I am an online content creator, and I also help women heal their relationship with food, find food freedom, and actually learn to love their bodies. Today's episode is talking all about body dysmorphia, what's actually happening in your brain, and how we can disconnect from it and actually heal your relationship with your body. So thank you for being here and tuning into today's episode. Let's get straight into it. Body dysmorphia is not just I don't like my body. It's more than that. It's a mental distortion, and it's where you're obsessing over your body and obsessing over perceived flaws, and they are bigger in your head than they actually are in real life. So sometimes these could not even be true. Like, for example, for me, when I was really lean and I literally had a six-pack and a flat stomach, I would literally pull my skin and it'll be paper thin. I still didn't think I was lean. Body dysmorphia is waking up and being consumed all day about how your body looks, what you're gonna eat, how that's gonna affect your body, or any other certain features you don't like about yourself or you perceive it as a flaw. It's like, even when your friends compliment you, you still cannot accept that compliment, and you can't see this as not being a flaw. And all you're thinking about is, when you're talking to people, is that they're looking at your stomach, or they're looking at that big spot on your face, or whatever it is that you are overly obsessing over. Wherever you're struggling with your body dysmorphia is when you are picking yourself apart. So whatever body part that is, you'll be picking this apart a lot, and you'll be thinking about how you can get rid of it and trying to overcome it. So you might be doing that for excessiveness things like excessive exercise, trying to eat as little as possible, going on crazy diets just so that you can fix it. And it's really hard and vulnerable to say out loud that you're struggling with this thing. Like, it's not easy, which is why I wanted to make a podcast episode on it, because I don't think it's spoken about enough. Like, we sometimes joke about the things that we don't like our body, but a lot of women go through this, and actually 80% of women struggle with body dysmorphia, which is crazy. But especially with social media and everything, it's so easy to get caught up into this cycle, which is why I wanted to make a podcast on it, because I have struggled a lot, and I really want you to not feel alone and feel like, okay, she's listening to me, like, this is normal. And in a world that tells us to be perfect, it's really hard to embrace your body and actually love it. I put so much pressure on my body, and I went to the extremes of literally bodybuilding, thinking that will help me get over my body dysmorphia, because I thought, if I have a medal around my neck saying that I won this category, then that means my body is worthy now. I generally thought every little thing, every little fix I'll do would help me love my body, but it was so much more than that. And after years of doing self-work, overcoming an eating disorder, recovering my period, recovering the way I see my body, I can now give you all the advice I have for you, so you can also do the same, because you are able to love your body and you are allowed to love your body. I feel like social media is also not allowing us to love our bodies. Really embrace the body you have and work on yourself and work on loving yourself and taking care of your body, because also loving yourself doesn't mean you're now gonna go and eat a load of stuff and go into an all or nothing mentality and not train at all. Loving yourself means you're doing it from a place of love, and overcoming body dysmorphia is letting go of excessive exercise, excessive diets, and actually embracing your body and working with your body rather than against it. So this is just some advice that has helped me, my clients, because we are not gatekeeping over here. I genuinely believe that loving yourself can feel really hard, and you may not even know what loving yourself means, because I didn't know what loving myself meant. I grew up thinking that if you love yourself, it means you're narcissistic and you're full of yourself. But loving yourself is completely different than being narcissistic and full of yourself. And loving myself meant that I am stuck up, so I may as well hate myself. But loving yourself is not one of those immersed feelings that makes you feel like, oh my God, like I'm on top of the world, I'm the best out of anyone. Loving yourself is literally treating yourself with kindness and treating yourself with compassion and learning how to talk to yourself in tough situations and doing things for yourself out of love. Being kind to your body and listening to it when it's tired, nourishing your body and giving it foods that it needs, understanding that it's okay to not feel 100% all the time, treating situations with self-love rather than punishment. Like how many times we punish ourselves for doing things and we talk to ourselves negatively, that is not coming from a place of self-love. And moving your body because you love it. So this is what self-love means to me. And I feel like you need to also reframe what self-love means to you in your brain so that you can start practicing self-love and doing things out of self-love. Because if you don't know what self-love is for you and your body, then you will never be able to experience it. So literally that's the first step I would say into overcoming body dysmorphia, is to learn what self-love looks like to you and start embracing self-love rather than criticizing your body, rather than putting yourself down, rather than always talking negatively about yourself and situations. And then ask yourself, what habits would you do if you came from a place of self-love rather than self-hate? How would that look like? How would your day look like if it came from self-love? So first thing, just reframe what self-love looks like to you. Also, when I'm so hyper-focused on my body and what my body looks like, weighing myself, doing everything with the intention of losing weight and being my smallest and overcoming this body dysmorphia, I then focus on my body more and I hate the way I look more. But when I do things out of a place of love and doing things mindlessly and not doing it with the intentions of like, oh my God, how is this going to change my body? I actually tend to be less body focused. So I would obviously say as well, try and do things in your daily life that have nothing to do with your body. Like eat a nourishing breakfast because you want to feel good for the rest of the day, not because you want to eat low calories. Reframe everything you do in the day. So it's not to change your body in order to love yourself, it's to support your body and help you. This also brings me into challenging negative thoughts, which is one of the most important things when it comes to overcoming body dysmorphia. Pay attention to your thoughts. Whatever the thoughts about your body you have consistently, start diffusing them and start making yourself believe different things about yourself. Because we almost let social media, our friends, the people we surround ourselves with dictate what we feel like about our body. Like we let our grandparents or our parents judge our bodies and then we believe that about ourselves. But we shouldn't. Like our bodies are not for other people to judge. And ask yourself, when these thoughts arise and when you're in the mirror looking at yourself and thinking, I hate the way I look, literally challenge it and be like, why am I hating the way I look? What makes me believe this? Whenever you have constant thoughts about, I hate my thighs, I hate the way my body looks, there's something called confirmation bias, and the more you feed onto them, the more you're confirming that to your brain, and your brain believes this about yourself. So you really, really want to work on rewiring your brain, because that's genuinely key when it comes to overcoming body dysmorphia. Know your worth and add tax. And I absolutely love this, because so many times I say to myself that I think I know my worth, and then I would literally let one comment completely destroy me, or still obsess over the fact that I'm not skinny enough or good enough or the clothes don't fit me well enough. I would say that I know my worth, but I didn't, because all I cared about was my body. So really ask yourself, what is your worth? And literally journal about it. Like, what do you actually think your worth is? Because your worth is generally not you losing X amount of weight. That's not your worth. You are so much more than just a number. Let's talk about how you can overcome feeling insecure in your body. And honestly, what I would say is get off social media, because social media has made us feel the way we feel today, because it's what we see constantly. It's seeing body in bikinis, it's seeing this is right, this is wrong, don't do this, eat this. So honestly, to help you feel less insecure, get off social media, because I would honestly say social media plays a big role in this. And what you consume on social media becomes your reality. So if you're seeing people that are living multi-millionaire lives, living in their best life, having their best body, posting the best pictures, having the best holidays. Like so many times I have even seen my friends and I've been like, oh my God, how was your trip? It looked amazing. Like the pictures you posted, you must have had so much fun. And then they came around and they said that trip was the worst thing. Like there was a storm and stuff. And I was like, I didn't see the storm. I only saw you on a sunny beach. So you always only see what people post. So just remember that. And honestly, what you see online is what creates your reality. So make it a safe space for you to be in. Also reminding yourself that your value has nothing to do with your body. I'll say again, your value has nothing to do with your body. You are generally so much more than your body. And I feel like I say this in every single podcast episode, but I feel like it's just a reminder that you all need. Even I need it so many times. But your value is in the type of person you are, who you show up as, as what your personality is. Are you a good person? Are you a kind person? That is your value. So your value is not in your body. People are not going to be friends with you because you're a size 6 or because you're a size 8 or whatever. They're going to be friends with you because of the type of person you are, how you make them feel, your positivity, your energy. So just remember, your body is not tied to your personality and is not tied to your value. And your personality will always win. Having a kind heart will always win over losing 10 pounds. I also want to highlight that loving your body also means taking care of it. So it means showing up to the gym, training because you love your body, eating in a way that supports you, sleeping enough, doing all these things out of love. Loving your body means taking care of it and actually properly nourish it and doing things that supports your body, not fighting against it. For example, for me, when I lost a lot of weight, I was fighting against my body. I had no period because my body was like, girl, you are too skinny. I don't like this. That was my body telling me, you're doing too much, slow it down. So just remember that your body will literally tell you what's right and what's wrong. So listen to your body when it talks to you. On this note, if you're struggling with body dysmorphia, you're going to change your goals from being as slim as you can to being your healthiest and strongest. Because when you shift your focus from your weight and you actually embrace your body, you will start to realize that, oh my God, this is amazing, I can do this. And you're going to start seeing different wins apart from how much weight have I lost on the scales today. And that was one of the biggest mindset shifts that made me overcome body dysmorphia, was to switch my mindset and my perspective of my body from what it looks like to what it does for me. Thought that helped me a lot was the fact that body dysmorphia is just a feeling and it will come and go. Like, you have moments where you feel amazing, you have moments where you don't feel great. And that's why it's called body dysmorphia. So when it comes, let it come. When it goes, let it go. And when it comes, try and do the things I've just told you above, and just remind yourself at the end of the day, it is a feeling and it will go. Okay, moving on, I want to touch on a subject about weight gain, because I feel like when your body changes and you're experiencing weight gain, also body dysmorphia can come and creep in. So I really want to talk about how you can overcome that and how you can accept your body when you are gaining weight, because I went from 49 kilos to 70 kilos and it was a very, very hard shift, and trying to love my new body was really hard. So I really want to talk about how you can learn to love your body after weight gain. I know how hard weight gain can be, because when your body changes, it almost feels like you're losing your personality and you're losing who you are, because you're so attached to the way your body looked. But your body is so much more than your personality. So whenever you have those days where you're worrying about your body and you're worrying about the weight gain, remind yourself of how the days when you were skinny felt. Like, for me, my skinny days felt awful. I hated it. I didn't even love the way I looked, and I was so preoccupied by the way my body looks. I was hungry all the time. I was body obsessed. I was weighing myself after every single meal. I felt disempowered. I felt sad. I felt moody. I felt groggy. Like, when I remind myself of all these things, and now I'm in my new body and I've gained weight and I'm healthy and happy and I have a period, I'm like, yeah, never mind. I don't want to go back to that. So I feel like when you remind yourself of the positives of this weight gain, you will actually be able to embrace it more. So that is my biggest tip when it comes to embracing your body after weight gain, is think of all the positives that has come with it, rather than thinking about how small you were. Like, think about how you're now able to run, how you're now able to enjoy time with your friends, how you're able to eat your favorite foods because you're no longer afraid. So that is my biggest tip. If you're underweight for your body, you will never be happy. You will never be happy because that's not your natural body set point. And every single woman has a natural body set point where they feel happy, they feel confident, they feel good, and they have a period, and that's where their body naturally sits, and it sits well. So work with that rather than trying to constantly shrink yourself, because in the hopes of shrinking yourself and loving yourself, you will not, because it's coming from a place of hate and it's coming from a place of trying to prove the world something. So I really, really hope this episode helped you, and I hope that it makes you feel less alone, because body dysmorphia is a very, very hard thing to deal with. And I hope that you can use the tips I gave you and help you get closer to overcoming body dysmorphia. It is very hard, and you have this, you got this. Like, it's such a hard thing, but I do believe in you, and it's so normal to feel like that. So I just kind of wanted to highlight this to you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will see you in the next one. And if you are interested in learning more about how you can overcome your body dysmorphia and work with your body rather than against it, I do have coaching spots open. So you can click the link in the show notes and you can book a call with me so we can talk a bit more about your goals, how I can help you, how I can support you on this journey. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.